Why self-help is letting you down? Because it's keeping you small. Why aren't we asking why? Why isn't talk therapy, yoga, meditation, supplements, retreats? Why aren't they helping our souls? So my husband and I just got back from a family trip. We just went to Belize, and it's so nice to come home, right? But when we got back from the family trip, it's a personal share for all of you. It was a beautiful, incredible, amazing trip, if you haven't been to Belize. But I want to share is what the downtime gave to my husband and I and what we came back with. Because it wasn't the trip, like what we saw, what we did. I mean, the family had so much fun. It was just nice to see my kids laughing. It was the ability to calm our souls. And once we got back, we had a whole day and we had a discussion about topics that are absolutely an issue in every marriage, right? The why he's stuck, why we can't communicate, what's wrong, why are we getting stuck? And what I realized is that my husband, he is amazing. He's done so much personal development work, so much self-development work, self-healing work, and he's still struggling. And I realized it was on one topic. And so it's like, why isn't self-help working? And this is something I teach in my Elevate course. We all want to call it shadow work, inner child work, ego work, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. And at the end of the day, your inner child is the same thing as the shadow standing behind you, which is a masterclass lesson in your birth chart that you came to learn and grow and master that your parents could not. Right? I teach this in everything I do in Lighthouse Mastery because, yes, I use your birth chart. You can grow up and see the lesson or don't. Astrology birth charts are just your soul's tattoo of your lessons. I did a post yesterday on Carl Jung, who used astrology, yet we continue to say, love your inner child. Love the little version of you that was never loved, that needs to get reparented. But we never get to the point, and I see this in men's groups, I see this in everyone. I shouldn't say that, women too. But we never get to the point where we grow up. We get that inner child, that little inner being to grow up. We need to grow that inner child to an adult version of ourselves. And then we bring that subconscious, which is where it's programmed, 0 to 7, 9 years of age, that 9-year-old, to a conscious understanding, the adult version of it that we want to be. So the more you keep loving your inner child from where they were hurt and wounded means the more you keep validating and repeating why they're hurt. And you keep staying in this perpetual state of stuck, blocked, discomfort, and no growth. And so that's why yesterday when I shared the post that everybody was like, oh my gosh, right, on Carl Jung. He studied astrology for 30 plus years to see how the subconscious in the psychological aspects of his patient to help them heal. I do the same thing, and I did it with my husband yesterday. Your inner child is done with the class, done with the pain, and ready to be an adult. Stop feeding the negative cookies, which we talk about in Elevate, right? You've got to stop giving that inner child a negative cookie. It wants attention, like Cookie Monster, please, I'll do anything. Give me a cookie, give me a cookie. Well, it wants negative cookies because negative, unhealthy love is what it learned. So it needs comfort. It's time to see your subconscious and see it on paper. That's the whole reason I use astrology, psychological astrology, bringing psychology back to the soul. You can tap my link in bio, comment reality, whatever you want. Go get a free reality check quiz and get my 4-part blind spot workshop to see your chart's subconscious, the 4 massive subconscious aspects, your father wounds, your daddy wounds, your mommy wounds, where you were bruised and beat up as a kid, whatever it is. And take the master class and then bam, you're in charge. But we want to go look at these wounds and say, oh my gosh, see, there it is. That's where it happened. That's what happened. Talking about this shit is not working. Talk therapy, strategy, solutions, templates. I do that, but I don't use it to the solution. It's just revealing it on paper. And when you look at your birth chart and see these 4 areas, 4 simple categories going, you know what? I do play small there. I do feed that inner child. I do give it the negative cookies that it wants so badly because it's starving for comfort and what it knows, which is I'm comfortable with something I know, which is unhealthy love. So you came to master that category of your life, and it's different for everyone, which is why I run your birth chart, which is why Jung did it. Carl Jung was a psychotherapist. He wanted to see the subconscious, bring it to the conscious level so you could go, oh, that's where I'm here to learn? Yeah, that's that basic. So why not look at your own soul came through the galaxy with a moment in time, a tattooed energy frequency. The planets are not rocks. The planets are not things in the sky. They were energy frequencies that you passed through and tattooed that energy onto your soul. And the moment you tattooed that, you have now a map to follow to go, oh, I came to master energetic, ancestral, generational patterns that they couldn't. Now we're giving it to you on a piece of paper saying, here, make it simple, make it easy, master your subconscious. And if you know where to look, the work is less exhausting and painful and overwhelming. And then we master the whole what's wrong with me? Nothing. Nothing is wrong with you. I deserve it. I know in the camera it's backwards, which is probably better. I believe it. IDI backwards is IBI. I believe it. You cannot master anything that you want or deserve if you don't believe it. And if you believe that you are in a subconscious pattern of inner child shadow, the shadow's not, your ego's not going away. It's a blessing. Your ego wants you to see where you, sorry, there are mosquitoes all back here trying to get me. It wants you to master you. So why not use your birth chart? Why not print it? All my courses are simply download your birth chart, upload it. You can take the massive deep dive class, my community of soul masters, where we go into every aspect of your chart. All 12 aspects. You are the sun, and there are 12 aspects around you, 12 categories around you, 12 personalities that you exhibit, 12 archetypes that you show up as. And you're the sun in the center of the lighthouse, and you have to go around the entire reality of who you are and shine into all 12 categories. Most people avoid those 4 massive blind spot hotspots. That's it. So all this self-help work is hurting you because you're like, if I do enough yoga, if I do enough meditation, if I do enough mantras, I teach it all, but at the end of the day, that's at the bottom, not the top. The top is seeing you, seeing your subconscious on paper saying, oh, that's what I came to master. And it's different for everyone. Once you see it, takes the sting away, takes the insecurity away, takes that something's wrong with me away. You're like, oh, that's what I came to master. It's not that hard, but it will start to be exhausting and feel hopeless and feel helpless, like nothing works because it's not going to work until you mastered you, till you see you, till you know you, and you get the subconscious and bring it conscious. You have power. That's where your power lies, mastering you in your relationships, especially because, again, marriage is the biggest indicator of where you are reflecting someone to trigger those hot spots, trigger those blind spots to see them and master you. That's why my husband was struggling because I told him it's time for you to, I get it. You learned all this stuff from these men's groups, these self-help groups, all these, he's a master at all this. But the inner child, he kept wanting to love the little boy instead of letting the little boy grow the fuck up. Believe me, we all go there. I go there. But then I go, whoa, wait. I call her Harriet, my little inner child, my shadow beast. When she wants to get angry and mean, Harriet, shut the fuck up. You are not in charge. I'm the boss. I know what you're looking for. a negative morsel to go back to what's comfortable. We're not doing comfort anymore. We're doing grown up, big girl, pull your panties up, big badassery bullshit is gone. Badassery is here. That's it. So anyway, there's my aha moment from vacations. Typically will bring you into a slower, energetic frequency wave to be able to get back into you. And once you get back into you, you got to be willing to look. It's not a shadow. It's not an insecurity. It's not an inner child. It's look to see who you are and where you came to master you. Brightest blessings. You guys have a great day.